marking people off here.
So the 8:15 game.
Something like that.
Yep. So we've got the Wolfpack in green, we've got the Sharks on blue, and we have Eclipse on red.
So Wolfpack on green, the Sharks from WA are blue, and was it Eclipse, was it?
Yep.
Yep, on red. So Eclipse is the brainchild of Taipan and Orkrai, bringing up some of the newer players from the Brisbane League and welcoming and introducing them to their first national level competition. Obviously, we've seen quite a bit of the Sharks tonight already, and Wolfpack obviously needs no introductions. What are you expecting from this game, Jips?
Well, I don't think you should rule Eclipse out. I know that they're not ranked as high, but I do think that they have the potential to do well in the upset. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Wolfpack first, Eclipse second, and the Sharks third, to be honest.
Yep. Well,
it just depends, because this is their first game, Eclipse's first game, they might not be warmed up yet, but it just depends how it plays.
No, absolutely. The key to Eclipse winning, I think, is definitely Taipan needs to lead from the front and Orkrai needs to lead from the back. And if they do that and they have that synergy in the middle where that communication can flow from the front to the back and the back to the front through their two most experienced players on the team, I think that they can do quite well. Is going to, however, be a bit of a harder ask that are going to have to work for it as the Sharks take a 2-base lead as well. So it looks like the Sharks have decided to come back to play.
I think they needed to in this game. I think they had to come out hard.
Yeah.
Because if they were chasing the whole time, then that's all they would be doing the whole time is chasing the Wolfpack for the rest of them.
It's very much, this is a game where I think Eclipse really can almost choose who wins this game because they're kind of the unknown factor in here. The Sharks and Wolfpack have had a number of games together over the years. They know each other very well and they know their play styles very well.
And they play against each other very well.
And they play against each other quite regularly. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of an interesting game, I think.
Obviously, Eclipse behind with the bases so far. They haven't got bases yet. The Sharks and the Wolfpack both have 2 bases each.
No, Taipan's scoring quite well at the moment. Currently on 240% tag ratio. Orkrai not doing too bad as Taipan going for his green base. And Taipan will put Eclipse on the board for the first one. Oh, and at the same time, Payne gets denied by Mushu at red. So it looks like we've got a party at red at the moment, which could actually play into Eclipse's hands very, very well because all the pack points are now currently at Eclipse's base. Just having a look, we might see. I'm having a quick look at these green cameras, Gypsy. I'm not seeing any green players. All right, there's one. There's one in the box. All right. As Payne gets his blue base. So it looks like Wolfpack are pushing out quite aggressively at the moment. Not too much happening in defense. And might only have 1 or 2 floating around at home.
I'm just trying to get my head around the new cameras.
Yes. Yeah, it's
having so many of them.
It's a very cool setup. Thank you to I know Callum and Ben set up the cameras over the last couple of days.
It's great.
It's fantastic. We're literally looking at 12 cameras at the moment, trying to make sure that we're pointing you guys to the right action.
It does seem to be busy in red. Blue, the Sharks
are coming into the front pocket at red. Go. Oh,
Orkrai denied Flash.
Now that was really funny because Orkrai actually walked out the front door of the base. Flash has jumped into the back pocket and Orkrai's denied him while he was in the back pocket. So maybe a little bit of a miscalculation there by Flash.
Back inside the front pocket of red.
Looks like that's Goat. The back door gets the comm out. Unfortunately, a bit too late. But very lucky there. We've got another red player just diving in to take them out. That was Taipan.
Eclipse is still in this with pack points.
They are still in this with pack points. Absolutely. They've actually closed the gap a lot.
Jimmy.
That's
Yep.
that's Thick Jim for the Wolfpack, putting their 4th base on the board now. So Wolfpack with about a 2,000 point lead off pack points at the moment, plus their 2 bases in hand.
Oh, Eclipse always have the Sharks and they're a base down.
But yes, Eclipse really starting to reel the Sharks in now, and they have a base in hand too.
So they don't get denied by any silly denial.
So long as they don't do anything silly, yes. So it looks like the action's just quieting down here a bit. We've got a bit of action happening over at green. We've got Wax. As Wham Fox actually snuck the blue base there. And it does look like that the Sharks are very light on their defense in blue at the moment. No Shreds just walking back in.
Capcan takes the Wolfpack space.
And Capcan for Eclipse takes Wolfpack and now pushes Eclipse into 2nd place. So when you factor in an extra 3 bases for Eclipse, they're actually only 1,000 points behind Wolfpack at the moment. So Eclipse playing very, very well.
Well, Eclipse are yet to be denied either, so they've lost no points in denials.
Just having a quick look there. Grub, Taipan, and Method are our top 3 scorers at the moment. Taipan doing a lot of heavy lifting there for Eclipse. 29 tags, Grub 31, Method 32. Hybrid's going for a green. Hybrid gets his green base.
Team, this is going to be a close game.
This is going to be a very close game. Sharks grabbing an extra base from there, but Eclipse still hot on their tails. This is
yeah.
So it's a bit hard to call this one. It's gosh, it is literally almost anyone's game.
Depends how they play the last few minutes. If one of the teams panics and starts giving away points, then
I think right now this is Sharks' games to lose. I think at the moment it's going to be all up to Sharks if they decide to do something silly or not.
Bushu takes Wolfpack space.
Bushu gets Wolfpack space. Now, if you were Wolfpack Gypsy, who would you prefer to get into 2nd place? Do you allow Sharks to roll through your base, or would you prefer Eclipse to roll through your base?
I think if I was them, I think they would be thinking, like, let Eclipse through, don't let the Sharks through. They would be thinking that the Sharks are definitely hot on their tail. I don't think they realise how close the game is.
Yeah. So at the moment, the Sharks' 4 bases have all come from that green Wolfpack base. So as far as Wolfpack are aware, they're just dropping bases to the Sharks. They haven't dropped any yet to Eclipse. Wolfpack, however, on the flip side, have got all of the Sharks' bases and have yet to get any of Eclipse bases.
Eclipse's base hasn't gone down once.
It hasn't gone down once at all. So Payne's been denied once, and so has Flash from the Sharks.
So that's pretty impressive that they haven't even dropped a base, and we're 3/4 of the way through the game.
Quick question in the chat. Will this competition be based on points or a bracket? That is a great question. I wish I could answer for you. The short answer is that once we get through these first initial rounds, which will end tomorrow, we are going to be seeded into 2 pools. And then throughout the rest of the week, teams will be dropping in and out of Pool A and Pool B. But you want to be in Pool A come the finals day because you'll get more chance to get into the finals. Hopefully that answers the question.
Wax just denied by Allcry, sorry. Shred's taking green base. And Goat?
Goat will get the Sharks base. Well done to Goat there.
There is not much of a gap between all 3 teams, realistically.
Not at all. So the danger that Eclipse has right now is that they are 2,000 points behind. They need to get these bases to try and start pushing ahead and pushing the Wolfpack. That's the only thing that's holding them down at the moment. As Wax will get the red base.
First red base of the game. Took him five shots to
Just wake that up.
All Capcan.
And Capcan will then get the Sharks base.
It's getting juicy.
So well done there. So Eclipse now being pushed up to second place. Now, this is cool. So as we got, what, an extra 4,000 points. So Wolfpack only have a 1,000 pack point lead at the moment to Eclipse.
Only a minute and a half left in the game, though. Oh. Little Bo denied there.
Little Bo from the Eclipse team getting denied at green. Taipan, though, the captain is at blue. So it's interesting to see what is happening here. Does Taipan does need this base? So maybe he is planning on trying to take the base by himself. Unfortunately, he has a sea of blue players just flood in.
And Flash did secure his red base, sorry, when Little Bo got denied. Oh, Hybrid going for red.
Hybrid taking red from that back pocket you saw at the bottom left-hand camera.
Little pack base. Oh,
Right, and he got it.
about roughly half a minute left in the game, and there's about 1,300 points
Points in
in
it.
second and third. Three.
The thing is, if the Sharks can get a little bit more pack and can get one more base, and the only option at the moment is the Eclipse base,
Taipan going to grab his base. Oh my gosh.
and Taipan grabs the Sharks base at the end there.
Grub gets denied. This could be bad for them. Oh,
Right, Grub got it, so that'll lock away the Wolfpack win. Can Eclipse hold on for the last handful of seconds without a Sharks base getting down?
I was literally on the edge of my seat while Grub was taking that.
And well done to Eclipse. There's been a few Sharks upsets tonight, Gibson. It's I think the Sharks will probably have a few little meetings tonight, just in relation to what's happened there, because I don't think they expected that. But in saying all that, probably Eclipse had that little bit more maze advantage, being that they are playing at the home arena. So this might not be happening later on throughout the week. So well done to Eclipse. They definitely deserve that win. And congratulations to Wolfpack. That seemed like a very easy, comfortable win. Didn't see them overexert themselves. They didn't really need to. It was a very, very smart game.
I do think
By
the
Wolfpack.
Sharks are just finding their feet, though. I do believe, like, give them another day or two, and they'll definitely be a lot more comfortable. I think they're just, still finding their feet in the maze.
But they are an experienced team.
Yeah.
They will definitely bounce back from that. There's no question about that. It's just a matter of, can they take what they're learning from tonight and from the training games that they've had over the last couple of days and start to apply that where it counts?
I think the boys have really matured as players as well. Like, just personally, I don't know them all that well, but I trained with them earlier today, and Method and Flash, I think they've really matured as players, and I think that they'll be able to pull it together and have a good competition.
Definitely.